Kajian ka Kyrwoh Menteri ke Sorkar MDA-II hak arpon rutrik rumpang araja arpusan kala syemya karai ban penteri kamno ya ka Meghalaya urban parking policy ban te lakam ya ka Pynïeng kali Pathar hak keleng kanong ba Shillong. Haba pentip ya kene syakilat pathai kubor Menteri rangba ka Jelau Konrad Kiesang ma ulaong pakatay ka policy ka deiru ka benta jong ka Shillong urban mobility policy araja arpusau hakabaan sa penteri kam haki jaka yang kali kibala don lupa haki jaka municipal ki root surok bat kiwaipan. Ukonrad ulaong ru baka Sorkar kan sepenlong ru ke jengkran bat ketenat urban affairs ketenat pulit bat kibor penyat snong halor katay ka policy kenang bakan penmentoy ya ki nong song snong bat ki nong leit nong wan.
The Meghalaya Urban Parking Policy 2025. This basically is being done as part of the comprehensive mobility plan. I've shared with you the report of the comprehensive mobility plan for Shillong 2024. We did this last year. So we have worked out in that we'll have come out with a comprehensive parking policy. Though it is mainly focused around Shillong, but we have problems of parking and problems of traffic in other growing towns also. So hence it's going to be a much more broader one. It's going to be called the Meghalaya Urban Parking Policy. And here what we're doing is that there are three parts. One is that there's already an existing municipal parking areas. Those will not be disturbed, and the same process which is being followed in the past will continue to be followed in the future also. Urban Department also has got certain parking lots. Those also will continue as they are. This is mainly for the on-street parking. So today there is no mechanism to take fees for vehicles that are parked on the road. There is no mechanism to monitor them, and this has been something that the police has been asking for, the Urban Affairs Department, the public at large concerned, and even the localities, the local headmen and the dorbars have also express their concern over this, and this will be done in a way where we will be dividing the city into different zones, and the locality people will be very much involved in order to ensure that this is implemented in a proper manner. And we are hopeful that this will regulate the parkings that take place on the street, on the roads, and create a system where certain fees is charged, and at the same time people don't just park randomly. Specific zones will be given on the streets where you can park and where you cannot park. So those aspects will be looked at, and this is as I said, being done in consultation with the police, the different Urban Affairs Department, Transport Department, and also the local headmen and the Dorbar and development committees will also be part of this particular policy and this particular committee that is going to look into it zone-wise and locality-wise. The third part in this is also very important, where there are a lot of areas and lands which belong to the locality or belong to different organizations who are ready to work with the government in order to have a PPP and put up a parking space in those areas. So this policy will facilitate that procedure also, where if some organization or the Dorbar or the development committee has a land and they would like to convert that into a development, into a parking lot, the government will support them financially to create the parking lot and work in tandem with them to provide more parking space in the city. So as I said, this is a parking policy which has come as part of the larger comprehensive mobility plan which was passed last year in the cabinet, specifically for Shillong, but this parking policy will be for all the growing urban areas in the city, in the state. So that's what exactly the point is. Right now there is no system, no policy, anybody can park anywhere, and nobody is monitoring it. With this policy, we are actually going to define which roads you can park and which you cannot park. And obviously there's going to be a system, and the zones are going to be created with that. Then the fees is going to be collected. The locality people will be involved and on which areas to be given, not given. So earlier anybody could park anywhere, but now we'll have a system in place, and this policy, of course, it's a dynamic policy. As we move along, as we learn, we will adapt, we will change, we will see how to improve it. But we strongly felt that we need to start somewhere. So this is the starting point. No, that's my precise point. If you're going for a private, hospital and working in a different commercial hospital or private hospital, that we are not agreeing to. We are only saying that there are a lot of not-for-profit hospitals that are running, and they are also giving service to the people at the end of the day. Because these are low cost, low intervention in terms of the costing that's involved. I guess minimum is the best way to say it, which they almost function like a government hospital in one way. So therefore, we strongly felt that we need to encourage and motivate these hospitals who are doing a lot of work, providing the service to the people. And so this is one step towards showing our support to them. Very soon, we are also going to be giving financial support in terms of building new blocks and giving some kind of financial support to build up the infrastructure in these not-for-profit hospitals, not all in one go, but we'll start the process. So we felt that these hospitals, they add a lot of value to the health sector, and therefore the government can find ways to support them, and we felt that this is one way in which we will exempt the doctors who are working in such hospitals from the commitments that are there while they were signing the bond.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F hakajingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam kta I ka dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita ka don ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba kham bha ka jing im ba kham bha pendon kam daki marbam madon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Wanrah Shapi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya